All right. So it is now 6:10 p.m. in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Currently, I am in. And there was a request that last session number 154, there was some technical issues and recording was not, done available. So there was a request to repeat some of the things discussed in the last session. So what I'm planning to do is, first let me, whatever I announced today's session, the topic, which is living holistic life with attitude of gratitude, we'll do that first. And that will take about whatever time it takes, about 45 minutes. And if there is any question answer, we'll do that first. And after that, we will go and discuss about the last week's topic, so that there'll be distinct recording of the sessions for 155 and 154. I will tell when I'm switching after the first session is over. But now we'll start with whatever we have already announced. We'll start with that. That means it is possible that in the second half we'll do that the previous 154. That is the vibrations and other things. And maybe we need to cut short the meditation for today, but we'll focus on these topics and the learning. It is equally important, the awareness and understanding of these topics, and I will answer any questions you may have. And of course, as usual, tomorrow, Sunday morning, will be our full meditation. So there is no change in that. Only for today. So instead of one topic, we'll discuss two topics. First, I will discuss about this today's topic, and then go to the next one, and I will tell exactly when it is. So video can be recorded in two different part of it, and it can be posted for future references. Okay. So with this, now I'm starting with welcome, Manali.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Vidyaji. Okay, we'll start with today's the topic, that is session number 155, living holistic life with attitude of gratitude. Okay. So first we need to understand that what we mean by holistic living, holistic life. So holistic life is basically living a life with under direct guidance of our soul consciousness, or as per spiritual principles. That is the life. When we lead a life under the direct guidance of our soul consciousness or our higher self or inner guru, that is the best. But till we reach there, at least if we lead a life, there are seekers maybe not established that the 100% to and fro communications with their higher selves yet. That is called sadhana. What we are doing to establish that two-way communication and guidance with our own higher self. At least we need to lead a life if we lead a life of spiritual principles, then we can call that as a holistic living. The purpose of this holistic living is that our overall purpose of the human life is to complete our whatever the karmic bondage, burden, whatever it is, we have to try to complete that, then walk the path to exit route from the repeated life and death cycle, and go towards the liberation from the repetitive life of this mundane life of the karma, and again come and to settle something and to buy new karma and come back and all those kind of things. So we will be with the guidance of the masters and the blessings. So we will know enough to go out, take the exit from that, and then we go towards a level of purity, and which will be ultimately help us to be the whatever you call the moksha, the ultimate liberation or the merger with the oneness or the universal consciousness. That is working towards that. So when we consciously, walk towards that liberation, that is called holistic living. And so we need to, as I said, if we completely uh, surrender ourselves to our own higher self and we get this guidance and we were direct first hand guidance custom made for us from our higher self, walk the path, then absolutely there is no such definition how to do it and what to do it, because moment by moment guidance comes and we walk the path. All spiritual masters, they live like that. The moment by moment, there is no such fixed plan or written agenda of the life. They get it every moment, and every moment, now moment, they get that. And this moment, they get a guidance, and whatever appropriate, they walk towards that path, and that's how they lead their life, and that is the ideal. But till that happens, all the seekers also can walk that lead holistic life. So in that case, of course, they need guidance from the already who are enlightened, who has already walked the path. They can guide them, and you can. It is just a reference. There is no such thing called binding factor that you have to do it. It's not a law. It's like more of a lovingly following rather than by compulsion. Lovingly following means, what is the difference between lovingly following and not lovingly following? Means if the primary factor of following some instructions, some rules, some regulations, some guidance, etc., if the primary factor is fear, then that is not the way it should be. Most of our rules, regulations, laws in this world are fear based. Means if you don't do this, you will get punished, or if you don't do certain things or practice certain things, then you will have a sin or fall back or whatever it is. Those are all our religious and cultural conditionings. But what I am saying is, if you follow something out of pure love, it's lovingly, this guidance and whatever comes, and we lovingly, willingly follow that, that is the way to lead that, to follow those principles, what the spiritual masters are saying. Basically, what I am saying is, those are guidance, rules, regulations. You may call it as the rules, regulations. That basically it is just it is called like in the road sign. Like road sign give the direction, which direction to go. It's up to you, free will, choice to follow or not to follow. But it shows you if you want to go a certain place, and this is the way to go. That's what the road sign says. And road sign is not enforcing. It doesn't force you to go to that direction. So that is that. But if there is a roadblock and barricade and some police is giving you direction, that means it is enforced. Means if you don't follow what the police is saying, that you will be punished, you will be fined or something like that. So there is a difference. What I'm saying is, all the spiritual life, leading in spiritual life, all the masters, they give a pointers. They don't enforce. That is a fundamental difference between any other law versus the spiritual principles. So when I mentioned the leading a life of spiritual principles can have two ways. If you have already connected, the direct connection, first hand connection with your higher self, moment by moment you are getting a guidance, following it, matter ends there. Nothing else is needed. That is the best way to lead a holistic life. If not, if you are a seeker, you are still not reached to that stage, then you may need the guidance and, from the spiritual masters or the guides who have already walked the path. So they give you some pointers. So if you walk towards that, then it will be easier for you, faster for you to reach the goal of your human life. Goal of a human life, I mentioned that coming out of the circle, the karmic cycle of, the repetitive birth and death, called punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, and this cycle, come out of that, and walk towards the liberation, towards that ultimate, so that you need not to come back. All karmic accounts are closed. So there is no such thing, no binding, no pulling back, no baggage. That is the truth towards the liberation. So that is called the holistic living. Means if you don't do that, if you don't follow holistic living, nobody will punish you, nobody will do that. Only your journey will be prolonged. Maybe a few more lifetimes you have to come to settle all those things, and that is fine. In the creation has, there is no crunch in time, so it will wait till everybody is enlightened, everybody ultimately come out of that the cycle of this. It has to happen. Only difference it makes that if you willingly choose this life to do that, to take that exit route, then it can start now. Otherwise, it will wait. Okay, 10 more lifetime, how does it matter? It's okay. Then already we have hundreds of lives, human lives. All right. So that is called holistic living. So living a life of spiritual principles. But this fundamental difference is that it is to come from within. This life cannot be without. It cannot be imposed from outside. It should be from within. You should be willing. You should be lovingly, walking towards that. And final goal is the liberation. So if you don't do that, as I said, nobody will punish you, nobody will criticize you, nobody will say you are not good enough, nothing of that sort. You are walking your own unique path. There is nowhere, nobody else in this the whole scenario. Only the masters and all, they give you the pointer, which direction to go, that's all. Or if you are willing, if you are asking for some guidance and help, only then, then they will tell you if you are going in the wrong direction or something like that, then tell you this particular path, whatever you are walking, it will not take you there. So if you want to go, this is your goal, then you have to take this direction. That's it. Only the direction. Nobody follow up. Nobody will, say, have you done it? And if you not, then you will get punished. None of that sort of thing is going to happen. Okay. That is a path of purity, path of pure love, path of guidance. The masters are guiding out of pure love, not that they want them to follow them, or they don't, they don't need you to follow them, praise them, or say, oh, you are a wonderful person and all this. They don't need. They are much beyond that. Those kind of things are not make any difference to their journey, and everybody is walking their journey. All right. So is it clear what holistic living means? That I just explained. That is the purpose. So purpose is ultimate towards the liberation. Anything we do, anything we perform, we exercise, the practice and all, if it is towards the liberation, then it is called holistic living. And if it is not such, then it is not a holistic living. It can be something else, and there is no good and bad in that dimension. So if somebody is willingly not to do that and doing something else, so suppose somebody is thinking that I will buy, say, as many houses possible in this world. It's okay. That doing that will not take that person to that liberation. But that is the agenda. It's fine. Somebody wants to be famous, extremely famous, and try to get award and all those things. Nothing wrong in that. But that will not take towards the liberation. It's okay. That life purpose may be different, whatever he or she thinks, but that will not take that towards the liberation. Liberation is all about going beyond all these things, so-called the rewards, because whoever has got the reward at the certain stage, they realize that reward has not satisfied that what is from their inside, which is coming, and the urge, coming to a fulfillment, that is not happened. Even if they got whatever they wanted in this physical world, maybe the money, name, fame, and everybody, everything. All right. So now in this today's topic is that attitude of gratitude. So it is just now what I explained. What is the purpose of living holistic life, and importance of gratitude. Okay. Now, importance of gratitude is that in earlier session I already explained about the vibration and our cellular vibrancy, and what happens. So I will again, today's second half, I will focus on that. So I will tell again for the recording and sharing purposes. I will do that, discuss that again. So this vibration and to lead a life of the higher vibration, it's it helps us to meet our goal in life, the purpose in life, whatever just said a little earlier, explained holistic life. To lead a holistic life, we need to maintain the higher vibration. Higher vibration means lighter vibration, and it is towards positive side. You can say positive, negative, but positive, negative has some kind of connotation where it is vibration wise. It is either lighter vibration, which helps you towards the liberation, or denser vibration, which will not allow you to move towards that. It is like a balloon. It's a gas balloon, and there is a weight below that. So unless until the weights are dropped, the balloon cannot fly high. So like that. If the balloon's position on the ground is wrong, no. If balloon flying high, that is the best. It may not be. Then it doesn't matter. But if you like to fly high, then you need to drop the baggage. You have to drop that thing and go lighter, and then only you can fly high. So whoever has been balloon riding has been done the gas, the hot air balloon. So they know they keep some kind of sandbags or something like that. And so at the time of lifting, they cut all the ropes and drop the sandbags so that they can fly high. Same here. So if the load you have to reduce, so that you can vibration is high, you can fly high. That is the purpose. So in this case, so gratitude, this is contrary to the common belief that higher vibration is not, feeling the joy and happiness and all the time. Those are expressions. But that does not always mean that your vibration is high. Okay. Means you will not see that many, spiritual masters and all, and they are, saying very happy and very this thing, enjoying life, and you don't see that, on that. But is that mean that they don't have, their vibration is low? No. Those something that is internal. There's no need to have that, dance on the street to express that the joy and happiness the inside. So those are expressed by the pure love, like a light is emitting. If the source of a light doesn't need to be claimed that I am the light. It is whoever comes in contact near, they will already get it. No need to advertise, and no need to do the marketing for that. So higher vibration, highest possible vibration does not necessarily come with if somebody is, dancing or singing or whatever expression of the joy you may think. Highest level of vibration, particularly retaining highest level of vibration, comes with the attitude of gratitude. Okay. That is, if you are internally and truly, not that you are pretending to be grateful, that will not work, because it is walking the path of truth. Truth here, ultimately, truth is, Satyam Sivam Sundaram. Truth ultimately is the most powerful thing, which will heal us, relieve us from all this so-called conditioning and fake things we have been, stuck into. The truth liberates us, and in that condition, to retain that, If we are internally, we express gratitude. If we feel gratitude, then we vibrate at the highest level. So internally, if you are grateful, then we are highest level of vibration we can maintain. And that is so-called the secret of all the masters, all the things, they retain their vibration high, just be in the attitude of gratitude. Means all the time, they're following it. How to develop that attitude, I will come to little later. But to maintain that gratefulness all the time, that is a key to live in this world with the highest possible level of vibration. And we will retain that vibration if we have the attitude of gratitude, or if we live in gratefulness. That is the key. It is irrespective of our external situations and things, what is happening to us and what's wrong somebody has did to us, what said, and nothing to do with that. It is our internally. If we are grateful, then we vibrate the highest level possible in the human body, and that's why it is recommended to be in the attitude of gratitude. This attitude of gratitude, it is whoever is recommending that, like if you say some master is saying that you must follow the attitude of gratitude, then it does not mean that the master is saying that you should be grateful to me and you should be in debt to me. I have done so many things for you, and a lot of healing, a lot of this, that, and show you the path of liberation. You should be grateful to me. No, that is not the reason. The reason they are recommending you, they try to even strongly suggest that you must follow this, just because that is the highest level of vibration will be for you. If you do that, if you follow that, the attitude of gratitude, you are in the attitude of gratitude, then you will be vibrating in the highest level possible in the human body, and that will help you for your liberation. It is nothing to do with who is telling, and you may think that is that person is demanding to be grateful. No. As I mentioned earlier, those who has crossed a certain level, if you are truly enlightened, they don't bother about what you say, what you do, and whether you say thank you or not, or you praise or not. It doesn't matter. Or any kind of so-called number game and all, how many people is following and how many these things, or doesn't matter. Because those are that, person is beyond that. Because the the value, of life, that person understands, the person understand that the whoever is self-realized person understands the value of life doesn't matter in any of the earthly things. Value of the matter, value of the life is how much you progress to your own unification with the divinity or the oneness. How much you travel, that is your value. If in this life you cross that barrier and all this, finish the journey, it's done. Your purpose of human life is over. The greatest reward, award, whatever you call it, is that to self-realization and the oneness, then your job is over. Job of human life is over. Hundreds of lifetimes of whatever the final outcome is done. Anything is pulling you down or delaying that to happen is just a distraction. It is just a matter of, you know, detour to going towards that. Okay. So to live, going towards the final journey, that your attitude of gratitude is the best way to lead a life. Okay. To go there and to walk towards that. If you are grateful, then towards that. And obviously, if the person is saying that to be grateful, the gratitude for what? That is the importance of gratitude. I explained. Gratitude for what? Grateful for whatever you have received, which helped you to walk towards that, towards your goal. Whether you know it, you don't know it, whether you understand it, you don't understand, doesn't matter. Okay. Anything that help you to walk towards your goal, toward unification, or initial stage to establish connection with your own soul consciousness, with your own inner guru. If you anything that contributes towards that, then you should be grateful about that, because it helped you for your ultimate journey. It can be understanding, it can be a practice, it can be a suggestion, it can be a sharing, it can be just a like a discourse, like something of learning sessions like that, whatever, you know, anything that help you towards that and help you to understand that the limitations of whatever your earlier ideas about life, and show the light of awareness towards that final journey, that that particular thing, that particular should be, you should be grateful about anything, nothing is wasted, nothing is less and more important. It is all in our mind, that whatever we think this is a better advice, that is not so better advice, and that particular style is good, that style is not good. It's all our mind here. Anything or from anyone, from any source, you get something which helped you towards lead a holistic life and going towards the oneness, that you should be grateful about. So that is what you need to be grateful about. And then let me see what was the next point written. Then gratitude, express gratitude to whom. So now this particular aspect, you choose to whom you should express. It is sometimes it is difficult to express gratitude without anyone or anything in the other side. So in this case, you choose to whom you should channelize. You should bring it to your own, saying the gratefulness. It can be your guru, it can be your in my case it is Babaji. I offered to Babaji never asked, you should be giving to me. No, never. It should be anything, any symbol of any energy, and the Lord Shiva or Ganesha or anything or anybody, or at least your higher self. So to whom you are expressing the gratitude, whose name you are taking, it does not matter. Ultimately, it goes to the same place. So at one level, in our seven body, we are all one. Okay. So in that sense, basically, you are grateful to your own higher self, or your own ultimate, the oneness, which direction you are going. So, but if you ask me individually, then what will be the best way, how I can identify? Then you say grateful to your creator. So I'm not again saying God. God means different to different people. From where the source, the creator, from where you have come, if you grateful to the creator, because everything has been gifted to you. The creator has given you all those kind of things, your life, your journey, your soul, and all these things. And ultimately, you should be grateful to your creator. So that is just my suggestion, but you can choose anyone. It doesn't matter. Means you take any name, ultimately it will go to the creator. Okay. So it does not matter to whom name you take. So anything, it can be any inanimate object. It can be the sun, it can be moon, it can be sky, it can be, it can be one tree. It doesn't matter to whom you are expressing gratitude. Yeah. Or air. Thank you, air. Thank you, light. Yeah. It's up to you how you do. But make sure that it is genuine. Don't means it should not be inherently sarcastic. Okay, you know what I mean, that you should not be making fun of this in one sense. All right, okay, I'm breathing air, thank you. So be genuine. Okay, you choose maybe saying I should be grateful to air, but inherently you are thinking, oh, what is there in the air? It is available. What to be grateful about? That. But that's what I'm saying. It should be genuine. Only then your vibration will rise, and you will be able to live the life of attitude of gratitude. So you choose to whomsoever you feel. You choose someone for whom your gratefulness automatically comes. Then it will be like synergistic effect, because you you have a great deep respect to someone, and also you are expressing gratefulness. So it helped you to raise your vibration, and that is to lead the life accordingly. So you choose, it doesn't matter. Ultimately, it goes to the creator. So next is how to develop the attitude. Okay, this it is a very, you can say that I see a lot of the seekers, they are facing difficulty in that matter. Initially, they say that I don't find anything to be grateful about. My life is a mess. I have a lot of negative things facing every day. I'm in trouble and this, that, and all those things. So I am very difficult to grateful. It is normal. So if you are, experiencing that or feeling that way, there is nothing wrong in you. But saying so, this we are not, the truth is, I'm sharing my own. When I also analyzed that why I'm not grateful, why, because too many negative things are happening, and too many things, obstacles are I have to face, and I have to, a lot of challenges, and a lot of what is called have to be careful about the people's behavior and all those kind of things, and those are true, those are facts. Yeah. So when I go into that, and deep into that in this case, how, I can be, grateful about this, anything in that matter. So slowly, I realize that all the non-gratefulness, I'm not thankful because of one simple reason. Simple reason is my expectation has not met. I have certain expectation of from life. I expect that person will behave like that. I expect that people will appreciate me. I expect I will get X amount of money from my job. I will expect that I'll be treated this way. I expect that those people will be coming and saying thank you very much that you helped me, or that I got help from you, they appreciate. Those kind of things are, we my if when my life was full of expectations, small expectation, and genuine expectation. I'm not saying that expectation is illegitimate. It is a legitimate expectation, but 99% cases, those expectation did not met. I say that that person will, at least I have done so many things for that person. At least that person will call me and tell me, "Thank you very much, you helped me," and that call never come. Okay, or call may come and asking for something else, as if that help I did that didn't happen. So then I feel little bit awkward, maybe insulted, or maybe angered, because that person didn't, such a selfish and, I mean, ungrateful person, that is. So basically, what is happening is my own expectations drag me down. So whole day I'm thinking about how many things that didn't happen as per my wish or whatever I wanted. I wanted to a particular, say, car to report to me at 5 p.m. That car didn't come, and 6 o'clock they're telling, no, I cannot come because I was, tire puncture, I could not come. My plan got spoiled. I got angry. Then I tell you could have sent somebody else, and you could have told me early. I could have this, that, you keep grumbling, but it's okay. So fundamentally, your negativity in your life happened because something you expected that didn't happen as per your plan. But when we accept the fact that this world is not under my command, it is more likely it will not happen. Only thing I have to accept both the outcomes. When outcomes does not matter, I get liberated from the outcome. I repeat here, when I don't really, I should not say don't care. When it will not affect me, any of the outcome of whatever, things I expect from life, then I get liberated from that level. Whether that particular car reported it to me or not reported it to me, in both cases, I'm okay. You know, then I liberated from it, and I go to more fundamental and higher things than that, going into that, stuck into those, thinking about all those things that didn't happen as per my expectation. If I go that that was I, but whatever it is, I still alive. I'm got, maybe I will get, get another car. Maybe I have got thousands of days to live, and every day I can got seven different car. I can bring anyone, call anyone, and I can get it arranged. No issues with that. One drop, but maybe there are a lot of opportunities, lot of possibilities, and days to come, years to come, months to come. So I will utilize that. If I go to that level, then I got liberated from it, and I got to be grateful about that. I'm living. I'm alive. I have potential to bring whatever I need, whatever I have, whatever I want in my life, and then I'm still, whether that thing happened or not happened, I'm still, enjoying my life. Those things cannot affect me anymore. If we go to that mode, my experience of my life will change. Our life, earlier I told many times, I'm again repeating. My life is not what happening outside me, not what is happening to me. Life, my life is all about what experience I have it inside me. That is my life. If you just contemplate on that, you will realize the truth of it. Your life is what your inner feeling you are going through while leading a life, or while passing the time in, on the planet Earth, name called life. So if that is the case, that means if I change the way I feel about anything, then quality of my life will change. Simple. Okay. But to do that, you need the wisdom and, a lot of understanding and awareness about life itself. And when you do that, the key to reach to that level will automatically bring you the gratefulness about the whole creation. All we complain about life, everything, but when we realize, slowly started looking for it, and try to be contemplating on it, at one stage you will realize the whole universe is perfect. Everything has a purpose. So everything has, we have to be grateful about almost everything. So gratefulness automatically comes towards the creator who created everything for me. So there is, whenever I look at to anything, everywhere there is a thing to be grateful about. So if you start developing, start looking that is called developing attitude of gratitude. First, to be honest, initially you need to little bit of fake it. Like, you have to try to find something to be likable. Once you start doing that, then slowly, internally, you will be focusing on something which to be grateful about. So then, later on, what will happen? Those, when you try to, start acting on those kind of things, then it will develop some. If you do it repeatedly, it will develop a habit. If you practice that habit for some year time, then that will be, you become developing the attitude of living the life like that, and slowly it will become, at one stage it will become part of your character. So all the time you'll be doing, expressing yourself and, talking like that. So earlier, what used to happen is if I communicate with somebody, then there is some play of my self-interest is involved here. Playing how I can take these things from that guy and this, that. I'm not saying right and wrong. I'm not saying this is wrong and this is right. I'm saying earlier the mind mentality was that. But now I talk freely to anyone. I don't expect anything from that person. So I am liberated. It doesn't matter what the other person is saying or whether it met my self-interest or not self my interest. I'm not there. If it happens, okay, fine, really well appreciated. If it doesn't happen, don't bother. It's okay. So something else will happen, some other time it will happen, somebody else will give me something, it's okay. Life will go on. So in that, I got liberated, and all the time I find something to be appreciating about. So it is life will be then sequence of appreciating things and looking for that everywhere, and that quality of my life will change. Then all the time I'll be living that it is called holistic, life of attitude of gratitude. So I'll be living that, and what is the end product of that? End product is that I will be my vibration will be always high, and it will help me to reach my goal faster, spiritual goal, right, towards merger, towards that unification with the oneness, the experiencing oneness. It will be fine. So all the kind of things which were not unhappy, I was unhappy about, those will leave it behind. It will be there as it is. So it doesn't matter. I'm not responsible for everything wrong going on in this world. It will be there. Let them walk their own path. They have their own souls, journey and guidance and all those things. Who am I to say, okay, this is good, bad, and all? It's okay. Unless until somebody comes and asks me, then I give whatever my own experience, I just share and leave it there. Follow, not follow, it's up to them. And I will not go to have a look at it and getting, feedback or following and enforcing them. No, it doesn't matter. Liberated from that as well. So this is called attitude of gratitude, living a life of this, the gratefulness. And so it all starts with when I take a decision that my life I shall be following something to be grateful about, looking for the gratefulness all around me. And this particular aspect, even if I look for some guidance from somebody, guidance from those persons, I choose to whom I have to be grateful about. That is my choice. So if everything what is happening in my life, I will be grateful about that and grateful about that, to whom I'm grateful about, expressing thank you for giving me this experience. Thank you so much. I'm leading a life of gratefulness that will make my life, highest possible vibration. I will reach my goal faster, and whatever the detail, etc., doesn't matter. So it will end of it when will my experience will be changed because of my own internal paradigm shift happen inside me, not anything outside. So then it will be full of series of positive, so-called, from external world point of view, it's all positive events. So I experience all positive. I have no complaint. Who am I to complain? It's okay. Everything is okay. So, and then I'll go and experience those kind of perfectness of the universe, the creator, and I will experience everywhere, everything into that. So, and that way, all the time, I'll be living a life of attitude of gratitude. So with this, I'm just concluding. Okay, let me see the key to remain grateful during adversities of life. Okay, I think this is also important. I touched upon that. Even if something happened which is not so, which is not as per my expectations, so we need to keep ourselves to the higher picture in mind. We need not to drag into our small things which is not happened as per my wish. We have to stick to that, the ultimate goal in life, and do that. And the final rewards of living holistic life with attitude of gratitude is the experience of that oneness which is the ultimate experience what we can have in the human life. With this, I'll conclude this, our topic of this learning session. So if you have any questions, so I'll be happy to answer that. Anyone? Any question? All right. So if there is no question, so what we'll do is we will now, I don't think much time left. So we will conclude this particular link, and in the new link, we'll discuss about um, some last week's topic that was, it was requested that we should little bit of discuss about the last week, the role of vibration energy in collective and individual level. So we'll go towards that topic. So we are concluding
Sir, I have one question, please.
okay, yes, go ahead. Yeah,
सर
go ahead, Kavita.
ये जब भी दिमाग नेगेटिव सोचता है और स्टक हो जाता है उस वक्त सिर्फ ग्रेटिट्यूड से हम लोग अपने माइंडसेट को चेंज कर सकते हैं
Gratitude से कर सकते हैं, but before that you need to raise your vibration, your high. In the next, this topic we'll discuss in more detail.
ओके अच्छा
Main key is to keeping your vibration high. You're feeling stuck, you're feeling negative. The fundamental reason is you have allowed your vibration to lower. Once you have your vibration, something will automatically change.
ओके
Inside you, nothing outside will change. Inside you will change, you will get more empowerment, you will get detachment, with the power of detachment and this positive reinforcement, you will get it, you will the ability to do that, more self-confidence and all this, and you will be able to overcome that. Okay, so that is a way to go beyond that.
सर वन मोर क्वेश्चन सर सर हाउ टू लीड अ
Okay,
फुलफिलिंग लाइफ
how to
लीड अ
lead
फुलफिलिंग
a
लाइफ
fulfilling life, that's what I'm saying. Just now, I was explaining to lead a holistic life, not to get stuck with all those expectations and other things. So, if you lead towards if you lead a life towards liberation, towards your own, the ultimate goal in life, and that is the way it will remain, whatever is, your life, so called life, your experience of life will change from inside and that you will get fulfilled already. The masters say just, masters say something very powerful. They say that we are already so-called enlightened and all those things. When only the misunderstanding, we are focusing on the wrong place and wrong things and all. When those kind of misunderstanding will drop, we will our inherent that the love and the light will automatically come out and shine the way out. That is a way to fulfill it. So basically, they are saying that you clean the dust from the mirror. You cannot see yourself because your mirror is too much of
सर यही
dust and
सबसे
everything.
डिफिकल्ट
When you
पार्ट है
clean it,
टू
yeah,
फील लव एवरी टाइम यही सबसे डिफिकल्ट पार्ट है
love yourself, yeah, self-love. Okay, love yourself. Or if you want somebody else, then let it be your higher self and walk the path towards the liberation. When you do that, rest of the things will not matter anymore.
ओके
Expectation and sense of ownership has to go. You don't own anything here. Nobody is, you are not an owner. You know that if you realize that, walk the path, you will be liberated. Okay.
Yes, sir.